those traveling beyond official police jurisdiction to wear a bulletproof vest at all times.
车主请注意，在非指定区域停车可能会遭遇盗窃或电子入侵。
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest, trusted scoop on Night City, only on N54 News.
天气不错吧？本月夜之城平均温度一直保持在人类舒适范围内。
ネットヒーローになろう。不良 AI に心当たりのある方はネットウォッチホットラインにご一報。
The NCPD advises those traveling beyond official police jurisdiction to wear a bulletproof vest at all times.
车主请注意，在非指定区域停车可能会遭遇盗窃或电子入侵。
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest, trusted scoop on Night City, only on N54 News.
天气不错吧？本月夜之城平均温度一直保持在人类舒适范围内。
ネットヒーローになろう。不良 AI に心当たりのある方はネットウォッチホットラインにご一報。
The NCPD advises those traveling beyond official police jurisdiction to wear a bulletproof vest at all times.
车主请注意，在非指定区域停车可能会遭遇盗窃或电子入侵。
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest, trusted scoop on Night City, only on N54 News.
车主请注意，在非指定区域停车可能会遭遇盗窃或电子入侵。
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest, trusted scoop on Night City, only on N54 News.
天气不错吧？本月夜之城平均温度一直保持在人类舒适范围内。
ネットヒーローになろう。不良 AI に心当たりのある方はネットウォッチホットラインにご一報。
The NCPD advises those traveling beyond official police jurisdiction to wear a bulletproof vest at all times.
车主请注意，在非指定区域停车可能会遭遇盗窃或电子入侵。
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest, trusted scoop on Night City, only on N54 News.
天气不错吧？本月夜之城平均温度一直保持在人类舒适范围内。
ネットヒーローになろう。不良 AI に心当たりのある方はネットウォッチホットラインにご一報。
The NCPD advises those traveling beyond official police jurisdiction to wear a bulletproof vest at all times.
车主请注意，在非指定区域停车可能会遭遇盗窃或电子入侵。
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest, trusted scoop on Night City, only on N54 News.
天气不错吧？本月夜之城平均温度一直保持在人类舒适范围内。
ネットヒーローになろう。不良 AI に心当たりのある方はネットウォッチホットラインにご一報。
The NCPD advises those traveling beyond official police jurisdiction to wear a bulletproof vest at all times.
车主请注意，在非指定区域停车可能会遭遇盗窃或电子入侵。
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest, trusted scoop on Night City, only on N54 News.
天气不错吧？本月夜之城平均温度一直保持在人类舒适范围内。
ネットヒーローになろう。不良 AI に心当たりのある方はネットウォッチホットラインにご一報。
The NCPD advises those traveling beyond official police jurisdiction to wear a bulletproof vest at all times.
车主请注意，在非指定区域停车可能会遭遇盗窃或电子入侵。
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest, trusted scoop on Night City, only on N54 News.
天气不错吧？本月夜之城平均温度一直保持在人类舒适范围内。
Welcome. Welcome to SuperDaveDev channel. This is SuperDaveDev, and we're watching and reacting to the Formula 1 race in Baku, Azerbaijan. Yesterday, Leclerc was so fast in qualifying that I don't even think, even if Verstappen and Perez was given 100 laps to try and beat that qualifying, sorry, I'm burping, that qualifying lap of Leclerc, they still would not have been able to beat it. I think it was so good that dude, why am I so gassy? Okay, so let me just rephrase saying this. Leclerc's qualifying lap yesterday was like amazing. It was so good that I believe even if Red Bull were given the whole day to try and beat that lap time, they would still not be able to beat it. Especially if all the conditions would stay the same and they weren't able to take any advantage whatsoever except just for the number of laps. However, so it still seems that when it comes to closed circuit tracks, it still seems that Perez knows how to handle his car around closed circuit tracks. We saw it in Jeddah. In Jeddah, Perez qualified first in front of all the Ferraris, and obviously out qualifying Max Verstappen in the process. So with all of that being said, Max Verstappen is qualified third, man. Perez qualified second, was the only guy that was able to challenge the Ferraris in front, and he proved it once again. When it comes to closed circuits like Azerbaijan, like Jeddah, like Monaco, he is the guy that can do the job. I think Verstappen is scared of damaging his car. I think Verstappen is overly cautious on these tracks, and I think that is why he's not that fast. I might be wrong, but that is my personal thoughts on the matter. I also believe that Verstappen is going to be way better than Perez when it comes to all the normal tracks coming up, like Spa, like Germany. All these tracks that we will see, these normal tracks that are not these tight circuit tracks, we will see Max Verstappen pulling away easily from Perez, and I think Perez is going to have a little bit of a problem trying to catch up to his teammate, and let alone qualify second or first. So I think, yes, fine, Perez has proven once again that he's better at closed circuits. However, I do not believe that you should count out that Max Verstappen is ultimately the guy that can challenge Leclerc and pass Leclerc. He's done it twice already. Leclerc has qualified first, and twice already, Verstappen has beaten Leclerc fair and square in a race. So ultimately, Max Verstappen is the actual championship fighter. Now, we haven't seen Perez yet, so let's see if Perez can do something this race that proves and shows that he can ultimately take the fight to Leclerc, pass Leclerc on track, and ultimately win a race. Let's see. This might be Perez's last chance, so he would have to try and capitalize and win today if he really wants to do something special for himself before all the normal tracks, because I do believe they will have a problem. So now, remember, my live stream is a little bit delayed. The live data is basically coming straight from the source, so the live data is oh dude, I'm already seeing things I don't want to see because now it's spoiling the start. So I'm still looking at the pictures of how they're lining up at the starting grid, and the data is showing me some information that's spoiling it for me. But let's try and pretend like I didn't see that, and let's try and watch the race. Let's see what's gonna happen with the start. So yeah, just want to say this one thing is that Mercedes is still their car is still junk compared to the Ferrari and the Red Bull, and I'm just saying junk because Lewis Hamilton has been given a car that was so good that it was almost impossible for anybody to challenge him, and now he can't even do anything. It's just sad, man. Okay, here we go. Race start. Let's see what happened and how it happened. Because I actually spotted myself. Let's see. So Perez took the inside line. There we go. Perez took the inside line. And so Perez paused Leclerc at the start, dude. Took the inside line and took advantage. Perez is being... So now Perez is in the lead. Leclerc is second. Verstappen is being squeezed between the two Ferraris. He's in the middle of the two Ferraris. I'm not sure if Verstappen is going to pass. No, he's not. He's not. So Carlos Sainz is right behind Verstappen. Verstappen is trying to position his car to... Whoa! Is that George Russell in fourth place? In first place, sorry. George Russell in fifth place. So George Russell is definitely trying to make some moves. But I'm surprised how Carlos Sainz is getting Latifi under investigation. Oh, not that guy again. Like, I don't even understand why they allow Latifi to drive anymore. Like, come on, man. We already learned from Nikita Mazepin. If you don't have that skill and that, you know, like the team cannot build a championship winning. Like, there's no championship points for you if you have a driver that's just there because his daddy or his uncle or his sponsors is paying him, you know, paying his Formula 1 seat. So it's just like, I'm just sad for a team that thinks that that's the best way to go. I understand Formula 1's expensive, I understand that, but I think that long term it would always be better to get the best possible drivers. Unless if the best possible drivers are already stolen by the top teams, which is possible. That there might be a possibility that might be a problem for them, but I doubt it. I doubt it's impossible to get a better driver than Latifi for that team to also score points. Because so far Albon is the only one that's scoring points for Williams. So yeah, so let's just check position check. Perez first, Leclerc second, Verstappen third, Carlos Sainz fourth, Russell fifth, Gasly in sixth, Hamilton in seventh, Vettel in eighth, Yuki Tsunoda in 9th, Alonso in 10th, Lando Norris 11th, Ricciardo in 12th, Ocon is in 13th place. I'm just looking at the start now, he's looking at the start. Dude, Verstappen got a really nice launch, dude. But Verstappen had to slow down. So Verstappen had a very good launch as well and could have maybe even slingshotted both of them if he wasn't behind both of those cars. Okay, I do appreciate that we're watching this, but so the reaction time on Perez was just a little bit faster, but it's basically such a small margin. Yes, his speed is way better. Oh, and Charles Leclerc was also locking up. Dude, the way that Perez passed Leclerc at that start is insane, dude. But I can't help but wonder if that's the Red Bull just being faster in a pull away. Yeah, so Charles Leclerc maybe has a flat spot that he needs to worry about during the race, so we'll have to wait and see. Stop and go penalty for 10-second stop and go penalty for Latifi. So let's just look back at the positions. Perez first, Leclerc second, Verstappen third, Carlos Sainz fourth, George Russell fifth, Gasly sixth, seventh, Lewis Hamilton, Vettel in eighth, Yuki Tsunoda in 9th, Alonso 10th, Lando Norris 11th, Ricciardo in 12th, Ocon in 13th place, Zhao, the Chinese driver for Alfa Romeo 14th, Albon in 15th place, Magnussen in 16th, Bottas in 17th, which is very uncharacteristic of him to be that far behind his own teammate, and that far behind in general. 18th we've got Lance Stroll, 19th we've got Nicholas Latifi, which is about to get a 10-second stop and go penalty. Magnussen in 20th. So the mechanic got over to the car. So Nicholas Latifi was penalized because his car was was ahead of the line while his team, one of his teammates were, basically his team crew were basically on the track when they were not supposed to be there. I wonder why that guy did that. I think that guy didn't realize that he was going to give Nicholas Latifi a penalty, which is insane. Which is absolutely bad. I don't think Nicholas Latifi deserves it, but unfortunately rules are rules, and if the team can't follow it, then someone has to get a penalty. And that is why Nicholas Latifi got the penalty. Verstappen is in third place. Verstappen is definitely chasing down Leclerc, so it feels like they might be... It might not be long for Verstappen to actually pass Leclerc. Lando Norris is being challenged by Ricciardo, which is sad, to be honest, because I don't know why they would even worry about passing each other when their main focus should be on passing everybody else. And the fact that Ricciardo is starting behind Lando Norris. Remember, if the DRS opens, if the DRS activates, which might be in the next couple of laps, then Ricciardo is definitely going to pass Lando Norris. But guess what? Then Lando Norris is going to repass Ricciardo, because it's going to be like a... It's just going to be a seesaw because of the DRS that's going to happen, that's going to activate and give Ricciardo that advantage, only to be short-lived, because guess what? Lando Norris is not a second, number 2 driver. That's what I'm trying to say. So Verstappen is staying right behind Leclerc, dude. Verstappen is on Leclerc's behind, like he's on top of Leclerc's gearbox, as they like to say in the commentators. Not that they said it now, but that's how close Verstappen is to Leclerc right now. Yeah, so... Nah, dude, like, come on, man. Like, these commentators like, oh, he needs to be 1 second below. Yeah, he's literally a second below right now, you dumb commentators. I dislike these commentators because they're really salty about Verstappen being able to challenge and hold this championship this year. They really, like, the British commentators this year is very salty that Verstappen not only beat Lewis Hamilton last year, he was the only guy that could beat Lewis Hamilton, and he showed that he was a world champion, that he deserved the championship. He showed it, that he, like, no one denies that Verstappen deserved the championship. And you have these British commentators being salty that, oh, how pathetic, Lewis Hamilton can't even get 6th place, but you know, Verstappen is attempting to pass Leclerc. He's not really a second. Oh, now he's a second below. Oh, now he's not a second below. Like, they're being so technical with Verstappen is actually pathetic, man. Dude, he's literally going to pass Leclerc. Verstappen is going to pass Leclerc. Like, anybody with eyes can see that that is going to happen. What's going to happen with Perez? How far in front is Perez? So this is clearly, Perez is clearly showing that he wants to win. Because there's no way that Verstappen is going to catch up to Perez after he eventually passes Leclerc. Which I think will happen. I just really hope that Verstappen passes him on track, not uses the pit strategy to pass him. I want to see Verstappen pass Leclerc on track. Just to prove once again that Verstappen is the guy that can pass Leclerc every race. It wasn't close enough, huh? Fastest sector for who? Verstappen. Oh yeah, of course he was faster there because he had DRS. So how far is Perez in front, dude? Perez is 2 seconds in front. Oh, okay. Good. Perez is 2 seconds in front. I'm kind of surprised. So Verstappen is dropping back, actually. So what's happening here? Magnussen passes. Past the Williams. Okay, good. Magnussen passing the Williams of Nicholas Latifi. Remember, Nicholas Latifi will have to take part in that penalty, 10-second penalty. So he doesn't really have much hope of keep challenging keep challenging Michael Schumacher. Why did I say this Magnussen? It's Mick Schumacher. Mick Schumacher passed Latifi, not Magnussen. All the way at the back, Mick Schumacher. Poor guy, man. Okay, I'm gonna call it now. I think Mick Schumacher is gonna crash his car. Now, I don't think it's gonna be a big crash. I think he's just gonna damage it. I think he's gonna damage his car enough that he has to retire it, but I don't think it's gonna be as big as it was in Monaco. So it seems that even if Verstappen gets the DRS, it seems that it's not enough. It's not enough for him to pass Leclerc because of the fact that Leclerc gets a bit of a better start at the exit of the last corner, and that makes his let's say just the distance between him and Verstappen makes it impossible for Verstappen, even with the DRS, for Verstappen to get alongside him and pass him. Greatest believe, like, oh my goodness. I just hope that Vettel passes Hamilton, seriously. The clear radio. Perez is struggling with traction, they say. That's the information that Leclerc is getting, is that Perez in front is struggling with traction, which I doubt. I doubt that Perez struggling with traction is actually going to be that massive issue, because ultimately, oh my goodness, dude. This is interesting. This is so interesting. I would have not expected Verstappen to I'm kind of surprised. So I don't see Verstappen passing Leclerc, and I don't understand why Christian Horner was basically praising the DRS and Baku for being so significant, when it really isn't. It really isn't, dude. Because you have to remember one thing: the Red Bull is almost 9 kilometers an hour faster than a Ferrari. So combine it with a very good DRS system on a track. It means that you should 100% be able to pass someone. 9 kilometers speed. So Ricciardo is now telling his team that he has got better pace than Lando Norris, which I have to be honest, Ricciardo, like, that's just him saving his seat, man. I guarantee you that as soon as Lando Norris is told by the team to let Ricciardo pass, I guarantee you Lando Norris is going to be so close behind Ricciardo that they're gonna force Ricciardo to give back the position, just to prove that he was full of himself, thinking that he is faster than Lando Norris. I'm just saying this because Lando Norris is very good, dude. Lando Norris is a very good driver. He's shown time and time again where Ricciardo will finish 10th or lower positions. You know, you will see Lando finishing 10 above. Like 10th or above position, and that is consistency. Like, consistently Lando Norris will be top 10, and consistently Ricciardo would have a very hard time to be in top 10. Radio. The gap is building behind, the team says to Verstappen. So what they're telling Verstappen is don't worry about Perez you know, getting away from you in front. I think they want Perez to win, which I completely agree. I think the team is fully aware that Perez is the stronger driver when it comes to these type of tracks. So it makes sense to let Perez win this race. It makes complete sense to focus on Perez and this. Carlos Sainz just made a mistake in the race. Carlos Sainz made a mistake with his car. Did he actually hit the barrier? Yeah, the whole field will go past him because it's a tight track. Something has failed on Carlos Sainz's car. It's not about luck, man. Most of the time it was just his driver error. Most of the issues that Carlos Sainz has experienced is driver error. Yep. Something definitely broke in his car. Something definitely broke on Carlos Sainz's car. So it seems once again I have to correct myself. Carlos Sainz did not make a mistake. His car, it seems like his car, dude, Leclerc came into the pit. Leclerc is coming into the pit stop. 5-second pit stop. You know how long that is? That is a lot of virtual safety car. Okay, I see. So the reason why they're doing the pit stop is because of the virtual safety car, and another reason why the pit stop is slow is because they can. It's a virtual safety car. Russell is in the pits. Hamilton is also in the pits. Hamilton is a 3.6 pit stop. Russell was 2 point something pit stop. So it seems that Perez Verstappen is staying out. Perez Verstappen are staying out. They are deciding not to pit, dude. Perez and Verstappen are deciding not to pit. The funny thing is, Carlos Sainz was off the track. There was no reason for them to actually... Maybe yellow flags, but a virtual safety car? They could have had yellow flags. And that's about it, dude. Yeah, so basically Leclerc stopped, Russell stopped. And remember, Leclerc is 3rd place, Russell is 4th place. So let's see what Russell is going to do. I get that feeling that Russell and Mercedes are trying to leapfrog one of the Red Bulls here, bro. For 42 laps, so it's green again. The virtual safety car has been switched off, has been let go, has been deactivated. Now it's time for racing. So now Verstappen has to catch up to Perez. Oh, he's definitely catching up to Perez. I'm cheating because my live data is coming straight from the source, so I can see live data before I can see it on my live stream. My visual stream. Red Bull, do you have to stop? So now the question is the strategy. Now you have to understand, Red Bull are strategy masters compared to Ferrari. Ferrari has never really had to worry about outsmarting the other teams when it comes to strategy, when it comes to winning races. Specifically winning a race. Strategies to win a race. There is a big difference. Yes, they had strategies in the past, but they never had strategies that they have to focus solely on winning races. So both Perez and Verstappen's tires, medium tires, are 10 laps. Leclerc is on hard tires, 1 lap old, of course, because it's he just pitted. Russell as well as one lap on hard tires. So Carlos Sainz is out of the Grand Prix, of course, because he had a technical issue, which makes me wonder if the Ferrari of Leclerc is going to have a technical issue. You just have to wonder about those things, because if Carlos Sainz barely raced properly and he was just behind Verstappen in 4th place, minding his own business, and all of a sudden his car just retires itself, you have to wonder, right? Lando Norris, dude. So Verstappen was 3/10 quicker. That's what I'm saying. Verstappen is actually catching up to Perez. Makes me wonder what's going to happen. What is going to happen between Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen? Because I 100% believe if Verstappen sees a gap, to pass Perez, I think he will pass Perez and there will be no question. However, I do believe Perez is going to be a little bit more defensive. Perez will not say, okay, you could just pass me, I will keep my mouth shut. No, I think this time Perez will actually try and close the door, and there might be contact. There might actually be contact coming soon. Because Perez and Verstappen has already shown, especially in Australia, Verstappen has shown how aggressive he was with Perez at the start. So of course Sergio is going to keep that in mind. Sergio Perez will keep that in mind and realize that, okay, I'm in first place right now. I'm the reason I'm in first place. I passed Leclerc at the start. I won first place. So there is no way that Perez is going to make it easy for Verstappen. I don't see that happening. So the only logical way for me to think about this is that Perez might actually close the door on Verstappen, and that might cause a possible accident from happening. So maybe Leclerc isn't maybe Ferrari did something even though they didn't fully realize, they're fully realize the consequences of their actions. I think they're benefiting. They have made the best call, because now they're allowing the 2 Red Bulls to fight each other. And then if the 2 Red Bulls fight each other and take each other out, then guess what? Leclerc's got an easy victory if his car does not break. Which I wonder now, because Carlos Sainz's car retired because of a reliability issue, dude. So I'm gonna say Leclerc. Let's just put a red mark on Leclerc, even though he's in a very good position to win, even with the current position that he is. Even though he's in 3rd position right now, he can still win because he pitted first. He used a pit stop strategy. Sebastian Vettel. So Sebastian Vettel tried to pass Esteban Ocon and then made a mistake, but it was pretty good, dude. Sebastian Vettel still has the driving skill, dude. The moves he makes are pretty good. I'm quite surprised how good. Yeah, so I'm just looking at how. So what happened was Vettel was passing Lewis Hamilton convincingly, like he was past Lewis Hamilton. He literally passed Lewis Hamilton. He actually passed him. Passed Lewis Hamilton, and then unfortunately he didn't take the next corner the way he wanted to take it, and or he took it too fast. So look, Leclerc just put on the fastest lap, so it means a hard tire is good. A hard tire on Leclerc's car is good, which means that Perez and Verstappen, I don't know how they're going to manage their tires. Charles Leclerc is catching up to Verstappen. And remember, Verstappen and Perez is not pitted yet. I think at this point, the team has to tell the drivers, we will give you the data, but you tell us when you want to pit. And I mean between Perez and Verstappen. I think that is how they should do it. Because if they ultimately dictate the strategy, it means that they will obviously benefit one and not the other. So... But like Carlos Sainz did in Monaco, he said, let me choose when I want to come. I don't want to come in now because I feel that we need to go on to dry tires straight from wet tires. And guess what? It benefited Carlos Sainz last race in Monaco. Joe Guan Yu getting past Lance Stroll. That is one thing I would say. Joe Guan Yu is like, he actually impressed me in Monaco Grand Prix. He impressed me because he did a maneuver. Oh my! Verstappen passed Sergio Perez, bro. Verstappen passed Sergio Perez. Verstappen passed Sergio Perez, bro. I did not see that coming. I could see that Perez and Verstappen were, like, Perez was gaining on Perez. I saw Verstappen gaining on Perez, but I did not see that Perez was gonna get past that quickly and that easily, dude. Like, Perez is literally staying behind Verstappen like he doesn't want Verstappen to get away from him. But the fact that he got passed by Verstappen, that's already... Like, you see, that's what I'm also saying. When it comes to racing craft, Verstappen can race. He can pass. He's already proven it. He's proven it last year. Everybody knows Verstappen can pass you. If Verstappen wants to pass you, he most likely will pass you. Perez has been a question mark because he hasn't always fully shown us that he can 100% pass and stay in front. Like, there was always this lack of motivation, especially in Mexico. Like, I will never forget, and I will always mention this. In Mexico last year, 2021, Perez had a Red Bull that was capable of passing Hamilton in Mexico. And guess what? All he did was pressure Hamilton. He never actually did the move. He never actually looked like he was motivated to actually pass, which is so sad, man. So Perez was told by his race director not to fight. Perez was told not to fight Max Verstappen. Perez was told by his team, remember, you have to understand one thing. He told him not to fight him after Max Verstappen passed him. He didn't tell him before Max Verstappen was about to pass him. Oh shit, Perez is slower, huh? Perez is significantly slower than Verstappen. Why is Charles Leclerc 26 seconds? What is going on? Did Leclerc pit again or what? Dude, like, I need to see what's happening, because why is Leclerc 26 seconds behind now? Maybe he made a mistake. Okay, so if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm watching the live data. The live data is coming straight from the source. Plus my live stream is a little bit delayed by 1 or 2 or 3 laps. So Zhou Guan Yu just passed Bottas. Nice. Okay, look here. Zhou Guan Yu deserves to be. And before I interrupted myself, yes, but Sergio Perez is coming in to the pits. Charles Leclerc isn't. Charles Leclerc is why this. I'm telling you now, this updated data didn't show Charles Leclerc. It showed Sergio Perez in second. I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but I think it showed Charles Leclerc being third, and then it showed on the live data that I have. So maybe the data just glitched out there for a second, but I really saw Sergio Perez being second, and Charles Leclerc being 26 seconds behind Sergio Perez. So what I'm saying is Zhou Guanyu, the Alfa Romeo driver, the Chinese driver, in Monaco, he was so good that he avoided a crash in such a spectacular way that you could see it was pure driving skill that saved him from crashing. Now, of course, you would say, yeah, he went on to the dirty air and he could have avoided that in the first place. But the fact that he went for a gap that was clearly there, and then still, when something bad could have happened, he still caught his car from and saved his car from crashing. That takes driver skill. And that is what you don't see with Nicholas Latifi. Nicholas Latifi can drive a car and pretend as if someone else is driving the car and he has no control. That's what it feels like. I might be completely wrong. It might be unjustified. Who's this? Magnussen versus Bottas. Magnussen passing Bottas pretty easily, dude. So Magnussen is in 14th place. Bottas is now in 15th place. I think Bottas still needs to pit. Big Schumacher in 14th place only because of Carlos Sainz, DNFing with his reliability issue. He had to, retire from the race. So Ricciardo's still behind Norris, but they're 6 and 7 now. 6 and 7 for McLaren. Alonso in 5th. Russell is 2 seconds behind Perez, and I don't think Russell can do much to chase Perez. Maybe he might try and stick with Perez, but I don't think he can do much more than that. Okay, so let's see. So Sergio Perez. Okay, so I'm assuming Max Verstappen went to the pits. Hamilton managed to pass Ocon. But remember, Hamilton is in 9th place. He's in 9th place. He's fighting for 9th place, people. And trust me, someone is going to challenge Hamilton. At some point in this race, Hamilton will get passed, or will have to sweat bullets. Because someone's going to pass him. I'm almost sure of it. So Verstappen is... Okay, so I'm guessing Verstappen will be second. But is he only 13 seconds behind Charles Leclerc? Is Max Verstappen seriously 12 seconds behind Charles Leclerc? So let's see Verstappen. What is Verstappen gonna do now? Fastest lap, Sergio Perez 1 minute 47. So fastest lap for Sergio Perez. You have to understand, if Perez has not shown this race that he is absolutely... I'm kind of surprised, dude. I'm surprised that Perez... Like, this is the race for Perez to do something with, dude. And he's not. He even passed Leclerc, bro. He even passed Leclerc, and he couldn't keep Verstappen behind him. I just hope the team is not, making his car slower on purpose. I really hope not. Because that wouldn't even surprise me if they are giving giving Sergio Perez a slower car, like making his car just a little bit slower than Verstappen's. I wouldn't be surprised. Doing whatever they can in the background. Now remember one thing. Is that I don't know this. I'm just speculating because I'm fully aware there's always politics in the team. Politics, and there's always strategies in the team that you will never hear about, and you would be shocked if you knew about them. So that's the only reason why I'm saying that. I'm being 100% right now. So that's my 10 cents on that. I'm not gonna mention it anymore. I'm not gonna mention it anymore. But I just mentioned it. I would not be surprised if Perez's car is slowed by his team on purpose. Then Verstappen's car. I would not be surprised. So let's see if Verstappen can once again pass Leclerc. I would be surprised if he can. Verstappen is the leader again. What is going on? Oh man, something happened with Charles. Yeah, I'm looking at the live data. Something happened to Charles, dude. Let's see what actually happened with Charles. Something happened to Charles. He might have crashed out. His car might have had a failure again. Mechanical failure. Car might be retired. Let's see what happened. So both Ricciardo and Norris are not going in for pit stops. I can't believe that we are literally staring at two McLarens trying to fight each other, and you know there's nothing significant here, bro. They still need to go into the pits. There's nothing significant. Okay, can we just move on, please? Oh, it's Leclerc. I knew it. I knew it. Leclerc is having double DNF of Ferrari, dude. Double DNF of Ferrari. Reliability. They've got a shitty car, bro. What is going on with their car, dude? Their car was so reliable in the first races. How can their car be completely trash right now, dude? How can Ferrari's car be absolute trash? Daniel Ricciardo is trying to defend by Pierre Gasly. So Daniel Ricciardo is trying to defend from Pierre Gasly. So I believe Lando Norris went into the pits. Lando Norris went into the pits, right? Yeah, Norris went into the pits. And Gasly is about to attack. Come on, Ricciardo. You can't... Yeah, he places in McLaren, but it's still dangerous, dude. Dude, can we just talk about Leclerc? Can we just talk about this? Because this is getting ridiculous. How can Ferrari be so reliable the first races and now they can't have a reliable car? How does that work? I don't understand, Ferrari. I'm completely confused. How do you have such a reliable car in Bahrain? Such a reliable car in Saudi Arabia? Such a reliable car in Australia? How do you have this reliable car for 3 straight races in the first race in the season, first 3 races of the season, and now your car breaks every second race? How does that even work? How can you expect Leclerc to win if you can't even keep your engines intact, bro? I am starting to believe that the only reason why Ferrari is able to out-qualify Red Bull is because they are pushing the engine to its absolute limits. And then when it comes to race day, the car can barely run properly because it's already pushed to its limits and it's about to break anyways. So I think it's qualifying that is causing it's basically fracturing and causing the vulnerability to happen inside the Ferrari engine. So I believe qualifying is Ferrari's problem. They are out qualifying the potential of the Ferrari engine, and then race day the Ferrari engine says, well, you pushed me so hard on qualifying, I can't do it anymore, and then it just breaks. This is ridiculous, man. So that is why Leclerc was almost half a second faster than anybody else yesterday for a brief second. For a brief few seconds, Leclerc was almost half a second faster than the fastest cars. Half a second is a lot, dude. Dude, that's bad, dude. They're showing Pierre Gasly passing Daniel Ricciardo, and that Daniel Ricciardo was like a sitting duck. He couldn't do anything, dude. Okay, so we definitely have a problem here. We have a problem. So Ferrari is an unreliable trash can, bro. Not only is it an unreliable trash can, the team can't even get their strategies right, dude. So if it's not the car that is actually braking, then it's basically the team just saying, okay, you know what, let's just throw the race. Let's just instead of you being first because you qualify first and you're racing it first, let's just throw the race, and now we're gonna do the worst strategy for you. So now you are third or fourth place. And that's exactly what happened in Monaco. Leclerc was in first place the whole race, and then all of a sudden their strategy got messed up. And guess what? Leclerc finished in fourth place because of strategy, because of the team. I have to be honest, Leclerc is in the worst possible team right now when it comes to being so close, but you have no chance. No chance actually. Like there's this illusion of hope in Ferrari. The illusion is that they could have won a Formula 1 race. But the reality is they have no capability of doing so, because first of all, they lack the strategy. Second of all, their engine breaks because they somehow believe it is smart to use more than the potential of the engine on the Saturday, and then when the race comes, the engine breaks. Because they overused it and they pushed it to its absolute limits on a Saturday. So this is what I believe is happening. Ferrari turns up the engine on a Saturday and basically puts squeezes so much potential out of the engine on a Saturday that the engine is on the verge of failure. And then when it comes to race day, or the race, when it comes to the race, the engine fails. And I think that's exactly what's happening, dude. I am so surprised. I'm pissed off because in Spain, Leclerc was supposed to have an easy win. Leclerc was supposed to have an easy win in Spain because Max Verstappen made a mistake. Even though we can go into the semantics and say, but you know, Verstappen, there was a crosswind, and the same happened to Carlos Sainz. The reality of the fact is that, like, I'm not even focusing on the race right now. I just saw Zhao. I think Zhao also has a mechanical failure. And remember, Alfa Romeo is also using the same engine as Ferrari. Dude, I'm so surprised. We all believed that Red Bull was the worst reliable car in the beginning of the season. And now we know that is no longer the case. And not just that, Red Bull is not just the fastest, it is now, I believe they touched each other. Ocon, I believe Vettel touched Ocon's right rear tire. Dude, why is the feed breaking up, bro? I think Vettel is hesitating because he knew what happened to him. Oh man. Yeah, it definitely looked like his car hit something. So Zhao had to retire, unfortunately. The Chinese driver had to retire because of the mechanical nature of the Ferrari engine. I'm not sure why exactly he retired. It might be the engine, but nothing looks wrong physically with his car. His car looks intact, but he's definitely retired his car, so I'm guessing it's an engine mechanical. It's definitely a mechanical issue, but could it be the engine, the Ferrari engine? That might be the case. Sure. So it seems like Vettel's car can't keep up with Ocon, dude. Seems like Vettel just hasn't got the ability to keep up with Ocon. He's about to pass him, dude. He's about to. Yep, there he goes. Please don't crash, Vettel. Thank you. Good. Okay, please. So I'm guessing Vettel might actually be able to challenge Yuki Tsunoda and ultimately challenge Hamilton the way he did before. Sure, dude. Okay, I am pissed, bro. I'm really angry because I don't understand how Ferrari's car is all of a sudden the most unreliable trash can that you can imagine. If it's not the team making the worst, strategies for Leclerc, now it's the car that can't even race properly. Like the car can't even last a race. Like, it makes no sense. So basically Verstappen is going to win this race. And it's all because of Ferrari that can't... Oh, man. I don't know, man. I am so surprised. Please, can someone explain to me how Ferrari can be so reliable in the start of the season? So incredibly reliable. Incredibly reliable, out-qualifying Red Bull, outlasting the Red Bull, racing from the first lap of the race to the final lap of the race, getting the checkered flag, winning. And now they can't. How does that make sense, dude? Lewis Hamilton just passed Daniel Ricciardo, and he's in 5th place. Russell's in 3rd place. Russell might actually get a podium, dude. And it's all because of what happened to Ferraris. But I have to be honest, I don't think Lewis Hamilton will be able to pass, even if he gets to Gasly. Even if by some miracle Lewis Hamilton gets to Gasly, I don't think he can pass Gasly. I have to be completely honest. Dude, I am so confused. What is wrong with Ferrari? How are you so reliable? Everybody was pointing fingers at Red Bull for being the most unreliable trash car in the start of the season. And Ferrari just won easily, had the fastest car, out-qualified the Red Bull, out-raced the Red Bull. And now all of a sudden they can't race anymore? Like, I don't understand this. I don't understand how the car isn't capable of racing anymore. How do you go from now you can race and now you can't race? How does that even make sense? They are trying to extract potential from that engine. That engine no longer has that potential. It doesn't have that. It does not have that overhead to basically outperform its own potential. They are squeezing too much power. Wait. I almost thought that Ricciardo took back his position from Hamilton, but no, that is Lando Norris. Lando Norris just passed Mick Schumacher? No, I think I'm completely wrong. Oh, that's Alonso passing Ocon. Okay, fine. Okay, so sorry. That is Alonso passing Ocon. Damn, bro. Lando Norris just passed Albon. Lando Norris just passing Albon. Lando Norris is going to pass Albon, and I'm pretty sure Lando Norris is going to get past Stroll, because Stroll was definitely qualifying lower than him. So a race pace, I think Lando Norris should easily get to Stroll and past Stroll. He might even get past Bottas as well at some point in the race. Bottas seems like Bottas is about to repass Magnussen. When Magnussen passed him, now it seems like Bottas is about to get past Magnussen. So Ocon led Alonso past. Vettel is 3 seconds behind Yuki Tsunoda. 4 seconds. Oh wait, there's 3. It's still 3. Sorry, Yuki Tsunoda is 3 seconds behind Ricciardo. Come on, Vettel. I want Vettel to get back up to Hamilton and then repass Hamilton, because that's the least he can do, dude. They're talking to Leclerc on the radio. Or not the radio, but they're interviewing Leclerc, and Leclerc just saying it hurts. And they really need to look into the fact of why their car is so unreliable. I believe 1,000,000%, like I'm almost 100% sure, 1,000,000% actually, that what is happening with Ferrari is that they are pushing they're pushing their engine to such a limit on qualifying day, which is Saturdays, that their engine is about to break. Then when they use the engine on a race, it basically breaks. They're so desperate to get first place in qualifying that they are willing to sacrifice the engine. So when it comes to the race, they actually can't, finish a race. What is the point? What is the point, Ferrari? Why can't, and I think that this is the second time this has happened, where he qualifies first. He's got the fastest car in qualifying, and Ferrari can't seem to realize, hey, maybe we shouldn't be extracting the maximum amount of performance from an engine that won't last during the race. Maybe that is just a thought, right? It's just maybe just common sense, basic common sense, and they can't even have that common sense at Ferrari. And that coming from a team that can't even have their strategy right when in Monaco, where no one can pass Leclerc, and all I had to do was make sure that Leclerc stayed in front. And had a decent straightforward strategy that kept him in his position. Okay, so just eating something. Not much is happening. It's just Lewis Hamilton complaining about his back. Yeah, so Lewis Hamilton is complaining about his back, and I won't be surprised if that's just basically them trying so desperately to make it seem like Lewis Hamilton is such a hero. It's just Lewis Hamilton suffering from the porpoising. It's only him. Poor Lewis Hamilton. He's the only one suffering from porpoising in this whole Formula 1 2022 season. Poor Lewis Hamilton. Only him, dude. So Verstappen's tires are 11 laps old. You have Ricardo 29 laps old, Russell 20 laps old, Gasly 20 laps, Hamilton 20 laps old. So you basically have Russell. Russell is third, so would he be able to leapfrog Verstappen? I doubt it. Oh wait, he's 17 seconds behind Perez, so there is no chance. Is that 8? Is Perez? Yeah, so basically Verstappen's racing engineer is telling him Verstappen's race engineer is telling him that he needs to not take his position for granted, because basically I think what's happening is Verstappen is trying to go faster and faster, and his race engineer is saying, you know what, both Ferraris retired, all you have to do is just bring the car safely home. And I think that's what's happening, and I think Verstappen doesn't like to hear that advice, especially when he feels that he is trying to race and, you know, make sure that his car is performing the way that he feels it should, which is extracting the maximum amount of performance out of it. Extracting the maximum amount of performance out of it without breaking the engine. Because I'm pretty sure that Verstappen is very sure about how easily his engine can break and overheat. So I'm pretty sure he takes all precautions that he needs to take, to be honest. Lando Norris passing Valtteri Bottas for 12th place. So where is Vettel? Vettel is very close to Yuki Tsunoda, dude. Dude, is Vettel not going to try and pass Yuki? Dude, like, I'm stuttering and I'm just thinking to myself, why is Ricciardo 6 seconds behind Hamilton already? But Yuki Tsunoda and Vettel is not doing much to catch up to Ricciardo, which is obviously way slower than everybody else in front of them. Ocon is about to get passed by Magnussen, and Norris is also in that fight. I would say Magnussen will most likely pass Ocon very soon. Most likely gonna pass him very soon. Dude, these British commentators are so sympathetic with Lewis Hamilton being the only Formula 1 driver suffering from porpoising, dude. See, they're even showing that Kevin Magnussen is also having porpoising in his car. But do you hear him on the radio crying to his race engineer about his back? No, you don't. You just see him racing. I'm sorry to say this, but Lewis Hamilton is a drama queen. He needs to get out, dude. He needs to get out of Formula 1. His freaking theatrics is not for Formula 1. Seriously, it's not. Like, the only idiots that care about his stupid complaints that only affect him because he feels like it only affects him. It's only his fanboys and fangirls. That's the only problem here, bro. The only problem here is that you've got Hamilton. Last year, they were using so many different tactics, lies, manipulation, like all sorts of ways to get the media on their side now, and they're doing the same dumb shit again. I didn't have to use that S word, but I just felt like I needed to. Lewis Hamilton chasing Pierre Gasly. I would be surprised if Gasly would even allow that Mercedes to get past him. But of course, straight line speed, the Mercedes is still fast. Kevin Magnussen's car. Kevin Magnussen's car is retiring, dude. Kevin Magnussen's car is also, oh my god, and it's also Ferrari. It's also a Ferrari engine. Damn, bruh. Yellow flag, because Kevin Magnussen's Ferrari engine, yes, he drives a Haas, but they've got a Ferrari engine inside that Haas. So he was trying to, yeah, so definitely engine. The safety car deploy, dude, Sergio Perez is going to challenge Max Verstappen. Sergio Perez is going to challenge Max Verstappen, that's insane. And trust me, Sergio Perez is going to do it, dude. Sergio Perez will do it. Oh, it's virtual safety car. I thought it was the actual safety car. 2.7 second pit stop for Max Verstappen. Dude. I'm so surprised that Ferrari is such an unreliable trash car, man. Like, how do you have such a reliable car in the beginning of the season, such an unreliable trash can at the end? Well, not the end, but the middle of the season. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, dude. So 10 seconds lost under safety car. George Russell pitted. Will Lewis Hamilton come into the pits as well? I'm guessing so, right? Yeah, it is not actual legitimate safety car, so it's not a big deal, to be completely honest. Lewis Hamilton coming in, getting his pit stop. Medium. One guy, when he says medium, he says medium. This medium. Pretty funny. And the guy is English, like he's an actual English speaker. That's his mother tongue is English, and he says medium. Instead of medium, he says medium. Yeah, I should probably not, you know, what is the right word? I shouldn't judge the guy. He's an English speaker, natural English speaker, so why am I judging him? I'm not a natural English speaker. I actually have a mother tongue. My English is my second language. Fine, but it's definitely not my first language. However, personally speaking, I would prefer English to be my first language, to be completely honest. When people from my culture speak to me, I speak to them in English. And the main reason why is because I lived and worked overseas for a couple of years, more than a couple actually. So for me, English is like second nature. Even though I know my accent is not 100%, it's not a 100% British accent, and it's definitely not an American accent. But I would say my accent is very close to British accent. Very close, but not 100%. Yeah, that's safe, man. Kevin Magnussen is not very happy, man. So I don't know, man. So we have races going. So it's green flag, race is continuing. Dude, I don't know what to say. The worst thing is that every single time that Ferrari Whoa. Was that Yuki Tsunoda? Yuki Tsunoda went so close to that wall, it's freaking insane that he didn't crash. Hamilton's being told by his team that he sees degradation on his hard tires. Whatever, and they're probably talking more about Yuki Tsunoda's tires getting degradation, especially because of the... Dude, I'm just wondering if... I'm wondering if Yuki Tsunoda... Yuki Tsunoda will actually cause an issue with Hamilton, dude. Because I still consider Yuki Tsunoda a rookie driver, and I still consider rookie drivers to be very dangerous, especially when someone... When an experienced Formula 1 driver tries to pass a rookie driver, no matter if they have 2 years under their belt, they're still a danger, bro. He's about to pass him. Oh, no, he's not. He's not. He's far. He's getting further. Oh. Nah, I don't think he's going to pass him. Oh, he's about to pass him. Interesting. Interesting. He was still able to pass him, but that straight is longer than what it seems. Straight is way longer than what it seems. So Hamilton and Gasly, huh? One second of degradation. I'm not sure what they mean with 1 second degradation. I doubt it's going to be 1 second a lap slower. Fastest sector for who? Perez. Sergio Perez is putting the fastest lap, or should I say fastest sector, sorry. Can you imagine that George Russell is going to be third this race? I just don't see any mechanical issues or any reliability issues for Russell. Fastest lap for Perez, 1 minute 46.046. So basically 1 minute 46 dead. Russell's gonna be third, dude. Has Russell ever finished third this year? I don't think he has. I don't think Russell has ever finished third place. Has he? When did he? Did he ever finish third? I don't think he did he? I'm not sure. Gonna have to be retired. What are they talking about? Why would you have to retire a car because his DRS system goes up and down? Interesting. Yuki Tsunoda, these commentators want Yuki Tsunoda to retire because of his DRS not opening and closing perfectly. So are you telling me that Verstappen's car should have been retired in Spain because his DRS wasn't working properly either? Huh? I don't know, dude. These commentators make no sense to me, dude. Okay, so will Lewis Hamilton chase down Russell? I mean, will Lewis Hamilton chase down and maybe perhaps pass Pierre Gasly? I don't see Pierre Gasly allowing Hamilton to pass him, seeing how good he was at not allowing Hamilton to pass him at Imola. But we have to wait and see what's going to happen, right? We have to wait and see what exactly the strategy is for Gasly and what Hamilton's strategy is, and if he can catch up, or if not. Black and orange flag for car 22. Dude, like, I don't understand why the DRS of Yuki Tsunoda is now a massive security concern. I don't see that. That makes no sense to me. Yeah, I have to agree with the commentator. It's so insane to think that in the beginning of the season we all thought that the Red Bull was the most unreliable car. And now the Ferrari is by far the most unreliable. By far the most unreliable car, as well as the worst strategy team. The team can't even put strategies together, dude. They literally throw their own races that they're supposed to win. Gasly and Hamilton. So it's very clear that that these commentators want Hamilton to get to Gasly and pass him. I don't understand what Yuki Tsunoda's team is doing. I don't understand what they're doing. I don't know what the team is doing. They were stopping him. Oh, they disabled his DRS. They disabled his DRS. That's what they did. Dude, they just disabled it. That's perfect. But the problem is they would have had more points, dude. They would have had more points. So AlphaTauri would have had more championship points, and now they don't, which is so unnecessary, man. So unnecessary. Why would the wing come off and hit someone, dude? Man, like, I'm just thinking to myself, like the DRS is supposed to move, and it is moving. It's just moving in a different, like, it's not moving as intended, but it is moving, which everybody is expecting it to move anyways. So why are you exaggerating the issue by saying now the wing is going to come loose because it's moving? No, the wing is supposed to move. It's just not moving as expected. I don't know, man. Like, I'm just annoyed with these commentators because I think that is very unnecessary, dude. Yeah, I don't know why they're trying to slow down Verstappen that much. Because if Verstappen's car is going to have a failure, it's going to have a failure, dude. If Red Bull's car is going to have a failure, it's going to have a failure, right? They just know, like, either Verstappen drives his car reasonably fast or he doesn't. Because the race director of Verstappen just said, you know, don't drive too fast. So Red Bull is telling Verstappen not to use their DRS. Red Bull is telling Verstappen not to use DRS. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, he's not driving that slowly, that's for sure. Yeah, so Lando Norris is about to catch his teammate Ricciardo. Dude, I'm so surprised because now Red Bull is so scared that something might happen to the DRS of Verstappen that they are literally telling Verstappen, don't even use your DRS, dude. Because Yuki Tsunoda was just basically penalized going to the pits. He needed to go to the pits to fix his wing. I'm telling you, man, these commentators, dude, are planting ideas inside these race directors, man. These you know, like the Michael Massey replacements. They're planting ideas, these Michael Massey replacements that is freaking unnecessary, man. So now Vettel is behind Hamilton by how many seconds? 8 seconds. Oh, that's too far away, man. I would have liked to see Vettel challenge Hamilton again, dude. It was pretty cool how he passed. Okay, so Hamilton is 2 seconds behind Gasly. So Gasly is going to, at some point, Gasly is going to have to defend. The issue is that DRS straight. The DRS straight is what makes it easy for Hamilton to pass Gasly. Will make it easy for Hamilton to pass Gasly. So we have to wait and see what's going to happen. Fastest lap is still for Perez. I think Verstappen... I get the feeling that they don't want Verstappen to have fastest lap of the race as well, which is interesting. But I would say the DRS thing makes me think that they are scared that they might lose Verstappen's position. But would they give that same information to Perez? Would they tell Perez also not to use the DRS? Because if they don't do the same thing with Perez, then that is a question mark. Because obviously, if you're concerned that Verstappen might get, you know, told to go to the pits and do an unscheduled pit stop, basically doing a penalty because of wings, you would do the same for Perez, right? That would make sense. That would be common sense. But now I'm wondering if they are doing this on purpose to get Perez to keep his fastest lap and also to slow Verstappen down as much as possible. Okay, so now we have... Okay, I would say Gasly is going to have a very hard time to keep Lewis Hamilton behind him, especially on the straight. So basically, the team is telling Gasly that, you know what, they're gonna make good points anyways. They're gonna make good points. Don't sacrifice points to you know, to damage your car to keep Lewis Hamilton behind you, basically. I still feel that Gasly needs to make a bigger effort to keep Lewis Hamilton behind. That's just what I feel. I feel that you know, if Hamilton wants to pass Gasly should challenge him. Gasly should defend for his life as much as he can. Latifi noted ignoring blue flags. Latifi is again in. Nice, Gasly. Nice. Nice, Gasly. Nice. Nice, Gasly. Bro, he's doing a good job, dude. He's making it so... Like, the fact that Lewis Hamilton couldn't pass him in a straight is so strange. Damn, bro. I'm actually surprised because I also thought that maybe the team was telling him, hey, don't let Hamilton pass, but then the commentators decided that it means that no, it means that you can let him pass easily and don't fight him, which means that wasn't true. Dude, Ferrari's cars are packed up. Ferrari is like Ferrari is packing up their stuff, dude. Ferrari is packing up, dude. Ferrari is packing up. Ferrari packing up during the race. All of their equipment's shutting down. Their cars are completely gone. Removed from the garages. Like, that's insane, dude. Power unit issue for Charles Leclerc. I'm sorry, man. Ferrari, I don't know what is wrong with Ferrari. What Ferrari needs to do is they need to find the reliability, because now they're back to square one. Because in the beginning of the season, you could see they had the reliability sorted out. Now I don't know what they did to their car, because now obviously their reliability is screwed up. So whatever they did, they need to push that back a little bit. Just push it back a little bit. And find the sweet spot. Where can your engine handle the pressure and where not? Especially during qualifying. Do not over qualify your engine. Do not push the limits of your engine. So Lando Norris is frustrated because Ricciardo is slower than him. Okay, so now we're hearing Lando Norris and Ricciardo. Basically, driver wars between Lando Norris and Ricciardo, fighting each other with words. Not directly talking to each other, but they're talking to the team. So now that Ricciardo is told by his team he needs to get past Alonso. And now Lando Norris, also not forgetting, Lando Norris is complaining, saying that Daniel Ricciardo, his teammate in front of him, is driving too slow. However, Daniel Ricciardo was 1 second faster the previous lap, which is very odd if you're saying that you are faster. When you're faster than your teammate, but your teammate immediately goes 1 second faster than you. 1 second is a lot, dude. Trust me. In Formula 1, 1 second a lap is 1 second for one lap. Just one single lap is already a very big deal. Five laps to go, so Verstappen should win this race. I just don't understand why Ferrari is such a mess, dude. Like, I don't like, damn, man. Daniel is such a key character. I don't think you know, racing Alonso is such a mess. Like McLaren is having a very hard time to just finish 8th and 9th place right now, man. Like we're talking about McLaren, bro. McLaren is a team that, whoa. When you see Verstappen driving through these corners, you think, damn, bro, that's dangerous. Looking at Verstappen driving through these narrow areas, it seems so dangerous. Yeah, all I'm gonna say is that Lewis Hamilton is getting a dose of his own medicine, dude. He used to have a car that was way faster. So yeah, ultimately all I can say is that Ferrari is literally handing Red Bull this championship, and they are not making even slightly difficult for Red Bull. Mercedes in this situation would have been a better challenge, but I'm also happy Mercedes is not the challenger, because Lewis Hamilton needs to get a dose of his own medicine to learn what it's like to not drive a car that's 1 second a lap faster than everybody else. So finally, he gets a dose of his own medicine. Lewis Hamilton is finally getting a dose of his own medicine, and yes, his teammate is better than him. Teammate is consistently better than Lewis Hamilton. And that proves that he's not as good as everybody thought he was. It's just undeniable. They are retiring Lance Stroll's Aston Martin. So Sergio Perez in second, 129 points if he finishes this way. I think the main reason why Red Bull is kind of allowing this whole fight to happen between Verstappen and Perez, I think the reason why they're doing it is because they kind of realize that their main concern is constructors. So Ricciardo's being told he just needs to pressure Alonso. Then if Alonso makes a mistake, then they should try and make a move on Alonso. Because they seem like they can't actually pass Alonso. Ricciardo can't get past Alonso normally. He doesn't have the raw speed. Okay, so my thoughts on Perez and Verstappen, I already gave my thought on, you know, one potential reason why Perez is in second place. But ultimately, I would say that Perez, when it comes to actual racing, Verstappen has so much more to offer. And I won't be surprised if the team knows this. The team knows this and they are like, you know what, Verstappen? you're the guy we trust in the race, but when it comes to qualifying, Perez seems to be holding his own. Insane. Okay, so the next race is, what would be the next race? Because this race is almost done. Let's look at what the next races will be. Okay, so next race is in Canada. Next race, Canada, 19th June, Great Britain, and 3rd of July, Austria. So all of these coming races are no longer... Okay, Canada is kind of a circuit, a closed circuit. Some areas of the track is very close. So Canada has a kind of... So Perez can still out-qualify Max Verstappen in Canada. However, after Canada, I think Perez will no longer be able to out-qualify Verstappen. That's my personal opinion. I could be wrong, I could be right. Let's wait and see. So remember, the next race in Canada on 19th of June. If you think that this race was boring, trust me, Formula 1 can get way worse than this when it comes to being boring. So this is not close to being a boring race. The only problem is if Ferrari can keep their bloody cars on the track and their engine not blowing up, then that might help, right? Instead of blowing your engine during qualifying, blowing your load in qualifying, and then during the race your engine can't last any longer because you used everything, you used all your engine capacity during a qualifying session. Freaking stupid, dude. The fact that they haven't figured it out already is so stupid. But okay, so next race, 19th June, Canada, and then on the 3rd of July, we've got Great Britain, Austria on the 10th of July, France on the 24th of July. And then remember, all of those races are track races. I would say Canada, Perez has a chance of out-qualifying Verstappen. However, I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be, if Verstappen might have the edge in Canada, because Canada is one of those tracks that it has been on the calendar forever, and I would not be surprised if Canada, you know, seeing that it's half narrow track, half, you know, normal racetrack, that Verstappen might actually show once again that he is way better than Perez. But I'm pretty sure in Great Britain, Perez will not be able to out-qualify or not even be able to come close to Verstappen during race pace, at least. So Charles Leclerc will no longer be second in the championship, and it's all because of Ferrari and their reliability, dude. If it's not, like I said already, I've already mentioned this, reliability in Ferrari is a problem. However, if it's not reliability, it is also the team strategy that's a complete disaster. So let's wait and see what happens. Let's wait and see what happens. Who might win? Who might win the next race between Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen? Because we can't rely on Ferrari to bring a competitive car, because they don't seem to know how to be competitive, even though they have a competitive package. Verstappen wins the race. So yes, Verstappen has just won the race, and Perez is in second. Russell in third, which is kind of nice. Hamilton in fourth. Gasly in fifth, Vettel in sixth, Alonso 7th, Ricciardo 8th, Lando Norris 9th, Ocon 10th, 11th Bottas, 12th Nicholas Albon, 13th Yuki Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher is in 14th, Nicholas Latifi in 15th, and all the other cars that has also raced but retired behind them. So there we go. Thank you so much for doing this live stream. Yes, it wasn't very eventful, but remember, it's not very eventful because guess what? Ferrari messed up again. Another chance for Leclerc to win the race, and they messed it up. They destroyed that by having a most unreliable car that for some reason their car has become the most unreliable car, and I'm not sure how they got that. See you in the next episode on the 19th of June. Yes, I do live stream from time to time. I do live stream some racing here and there. And if you want to stay tuned with that, just subscribe and you'll see some of my racing. And that'll be it for now.